Good day everyone, my name is Marjorie Pasaporte and I'm going to teach you what are the three basic human body types. The three basic human body types, the endomorph, mesomorph, and the ectomorph. Ectomorph tends to be thin and struggle gain weight as either body fat or muscle. They can eat flies or food and stay looking the same even when gaining muscular weight is their biggest goal. People who battle to gain muscle are often known as hard gainers. Ectomorphs tends to have a lean build, long limbs, and small muscles bellies. Even if an ectomorph manages to put weight, they may particularly in calves and forearms. Being an ectomorph doesn't mean you are doomed to be weak, so you can still get remarkably strong and you can be every bit. The mesomorph has a middle-of-the-road build that takes the best of both worlds. They tend to have wide in shoulders, a narrow waist, relatively thin joints, and round muscle bellies. In short, if you're a mesomorph, you have a natural tendency to be fit and relatively muscular. Does this mean you can do nothing, eat everything, and you get away with it forever? Definitely not. And you're not necessarily healthier than the other two types either, but you may be able to bounce back from being out of the shape more easily than the other two body types, gaining muscle and burning fat with a comparative ease. The endomorph tends to gain weight and keep it on. Their build is a little wider than ectomorph or mesomorph. With a thick ribcage, wide hips, and shorter limbs, they may have more muscle than either of the other body types, but they open body types struggle to gain it without significant amount of accompanying body fat. If you ever feel like you gain 5 pounds or simply walking by a donut shop, you may be an endomorph. The suggested exercise of ectomorphs. Cardio-ectomorphs tend to excel in endurance type of activities and many of prefer cardio training of weight lifting. The key to stimulate muscle growth is to do a minimal amount of cardio required to general health. 3 times a week for 30 minutes is recommended. Typically, I recommend that ectomorphs lift the 3 times per week. And then the mesomorph. The suggested exercise of mesomorph, cardiovascular exercise, may help mesomorphs who are looking to lean out. Consider adding between 30 to 45 minutes of cardio 3 to 5 times throughout your weekly routine, along with steady exercises like running, swimming, or cycling. Try to intensity interval training HIIT for the most fat blasting power. The suggested exercise of endomorphs should try to cardio exercise and strength and weight training exercises 3 times a week. Cardio exercise help endomorphs burn calories and lose weight, while strength training exercise help endomorphs body build muscle mass. Include walking, jogging, and swimming. People with an endomorph body type may try doing 30 to 60 minutes SST session 2 for 3 times per week. The fitness needs of ectomorphs, how to pinto. Ectos should limit their training to 4 and preferably 3 workouts a week. Ectomorphs will find it hard enough to gain muscle without trying to contend with overtraining too. Mesomorph. People with mesomorph type bodies tend to be suited to sport and have a good posture. For example, many studies suggest that athletes in basketball, boxing, martial arts, strength training, swimming, track and field, and volleyball typically have mesomorphic characteristic. Fitness needs of endomorph. Endomorph body type should eat plenty of protein and complex carbohydrates. Try to avoid sugary foods or drinks as much as possibly and try to exercise 3 times a week. Cardio exercise are recommended for ectomorphs for weight loss, while strength training is also beneficial for endomorph body types. The best diet for an ectomorph is one of that is higher in carbohydrates and calories. Approximately 50 to 60% at calories should came from carbs, 25% from protein, and 25% from fat. Eat every 2 to 4 hours and add at least 500 calories. The appropriate diet of mesomorph. A mesomorph diet should consist of equal parts of protein, carbohydrates, and fruits, vegetables. Since muscle burns more calories than fat, you may able to eat more calories each day while maintaining your weight. If you work out, getting consistent protein in your diet helps with muscle repair. Track your daily calories intake. Get 25 to 30% more calories from protein. Eat right food for long-term benefits. The appropriate diet of endomorphs. Endomorph diet plans usually focus on avoiding refined carbohydrates and eating a mix of healthful fats, proteins, and carbohydrates from vegetables, nuts, fruits, and whole grain foods. Endomorphs training, resistance training is still key, but adding more endurance training will help you to increase metabolic rate and shed fat. 20% carbs, 45% protein, and 35% fat.